Yeah, once again, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Today, we're going to continue our design phase of the capstone project, and of course, we've gone far now because we've done the sequence diagram, we've done um, the use case diagram, we've done the entity relationship diagram, and today we're going to talk about the class diagram. So first of all, we're going to understand what the class diagram is. You know, say, a class diagram is a type of UML that is a unified model language diagram that shows the structure of a system by representing its classes, attribute, method, and relationship. So like here we only concentrating on four key things. Okay, we only focusing on four key things. That is, it explains how different parts of the system are organized and connected. So, like in this class diagram, there are things that you have to consider. You have to know about the class. You have to know about the attribute. We have to know about the methods and also the relationship. So now, the key elements involved here are what? Are the class. Say a group of objects. Example, a student, a product. That is if I'm designing a like for this system that I'm going to design now, which says sales and inventory management system. So within this sales and inventory management system, we have what you call the user. We also have what you call the product. We also have what you call the payment. We also have what you call the reports and the other item. We have the customer, supplier, and the category. All of these belong to what? Belong to the what? To the class. Like they are the key things that the system have to deal with. Then we go to attribute. Like if you say, the user, ensure that you have the user's ID, the user's name, the user's the password, and the role the users have to play within the system. That the class that you talk about that the attribute of this one. That is this this attribute here talk about what about this one. That is if you say a product or a student here, like you have to say the student a name, the ID, address, phone, everything about the particular student. That's the main characteristic of the student. Okay. Then if we talk about the method here, that is the function or the action that you have to play in there. For example, you have a login, calculate the total. We also have generated, that is to generate payment. All of these are method. Then we go to the relationship. This relationship talk about what? The connection between the classes. That is if we draw a system here, for example, if we say let's say a product here, I will talk about let's say here be something like a payment. So the connection between the product here and that of the payment here, that's what the relationship that the connection they have. Okay. Now this is a typical example of it. We have this in sales system that what we're going to draft now or what you're going to build. That is a sales and inventory management system. So within here, you say in a sales system we have a class that the customer is a class. The customer, the payment, in fact, let me just add some that the customer, the payment. We also have the report, and etc. All of these are what are a class, and the attribute here now, the name, the ID, email, email address, and etc. Okay, we have the method that place order, here place order, then login, calculate, then etc. Okay, so these are all example of it. Then the conclusion there is what say a class diagram help developer design and understand the structure of what a software clearly. So now for this today, we're going to use draw.io as our software to design this UML. As I told you earlier that the design phase there is just a prototype, like when you see the blueprint, how the system will look like. Now here today we've already drafted this one. Of course, we've already drafted this one, so we only need a maintenance, as a result of a time schedule. So now here, as I told you earlier, this is the what? This is the class. The users, the products, the category, the supplier, then the payment, also the customer, other item, all of these are what? Are a class, like we said it earlier here. Like we said it earlier here. Then we talk about the attribute here. So within here now, this is the attribute. That is the characteristics. Okay, now if you look at this one, the within the users, we have the user's ID, we have the name, we have the email, we have the password, and we have the role, login, all of these. These are the what? Are the attributes. Okay. Then we also have what you call the method. The method there are this one now. That is the login, logout, manage products, and that generate reports. All of these are what? Are the method. So this one is the relationship between them. That is the communication bar here. That is from this point to this point. You can see the users have a connect direct relationship with us with the product here, and also here again the product have a direct connection with this category, and again this category also have the also have um, a connection with this product again. That is, you might be order for let's say the product could be a computer. You know, the product could be a computer. Then within the computer, then the what category the computer belong to, let's say it belong to the electronic. So that is why you seeing this here, as a category ID. This could be what? Electronic. Okay. So like when you say, then from there now, this computer here again could either be again a brand, like for example, if you say a Dell computer, a ThinkPad computer, a HP computer. Okay. Now we've already drafted this one again, and these are the tools that we use. Like for this one, to get this field, you have to come down here. Let's see, let's use this one, the UML here. Uh, you see, this is it. You see, so you can use the class name should be here. For example, if we say you can type here as user, okay. Then we can click this one as a user here. Then the field now you can see user ID, the name. For example, you can say name, you know, name, and here you can see email. So all of these are is just a example, okay. That is to here again. Then if you come to this point again, then you also utilize this one again. You can just copy and paste and do the same thing here. So let me just take off this one. So this is it. So you see, so now let's go how they are connected to one another. So like this one have one connection, that's it, from here to here. So let's say, you know, one to many relationship. Let me just bold this one. Okay. Let me just, I said, as I told earlier, that we have to do maintenance on this one, you know. So this, let's, okay, okay. So this text, let it be down here a bit. Uh, so this is a one to make it better. Then we also have this guy here again. For this one, you know. We also have the and the products here. Let's see, let it be a place here. So first of all, let's say places. You know. So see how they are connected to each other here. So this so it's one to one connection here. So we also have one to many. Say, this guy will be let's have okay, okay. So this one, let this one be uh let this one be here one here. So again, we also have let's say this guy. Uh, okay, since we are struggling today, we can just use any communication. Okay, you can use this one. You know, this is this one. Let's put here. Um, let it be. At first, we let it one. Let duplicate this one. Let's click. So, okay, the shape. Let's increase it a bit here. You know, so um, this one. Uh, this one here, and okay, since we are struggling uh to drag this guy and just him again, you know, uh, Okay, so let's see here one. Okay, so it's the um, so this is it. Now, what is going to use you know everything here. Diagram. It's okay. You know, let's see, we have more here to give. You know, that one is too ashy, and again, we have to find nice background to give it. Okay, okay. So I think this one is more better. You know, and we're going to use this. Let's use this one. Okay, let's get a title here. So let's see. Let's see class diagram. Let's use you know, yeah. So for us to gauge the we have to undo. We can duplicate this one. Let's click again. let's say bank show enterprise um school of technology school of technology. So yeah, it is one. So yeah, let's see. This is now leave this one. Then if we want some, we can just use this one as a image.